Hey, this is Kurt Angle, and I want to give a shout out to the best podcast in the business, Nightcap Recap. Oh, it's true. It's damn true.
What's going on, everybody? Jim Biringer here. Nightcap Recap Special Live Edition. Gotta get one more in before the dead season, before SummerSlam. Bringing it to you. Got a lot to discuss in the Raw scene. Hey, England, I don't know. You taking a page out of the Toronto Maple Leafs playbooks, ultimate chokers. But guys, appreciate it again. It's up on Nightcap Recap, up on Specialty Media, up on Full Press Media on YouTube. Lefty and I wanted to do one more episode. I know he's hitting the road next week. We're not going to do anything, but we want to do one more before SummerSlam. Our SummerSlam preview. What is up, my guy?
My guy, always great to see you. Best time of the week, my favorite time, getting on here, chatting with you, Nightcap Recap, whether we're doing it old school on the IG Live or we're recording it for all the masses to listen to. Great to be alive on a Wednesday, talking the talk with you, man, and I hope you're having a good time up in Vermont.
I am, my brother. It is a great time to be alive indeed. Appreciate it. To everybody who were listening to SiriusXM NHL Network Radio, made my co-hosting debut today. Be back again on Friday and next week. So your boy is big time now.
Let's give a congratulations to you, Jimmy. So proud of all the work you've been doing. You absolutely deserve it. I can't wait to check that out. And that's just the beginning for you, man. There's many more to come. So co-hosting debut, I mean, this is a great memory to have, but it's the first of many. So I'm happy for you, brother.
Hey, job's not finished yet.
Job's never finished, right?
Job's never finished.
Never satisfied.
Never satisfied, baby. Never satisfied. But we got to come on here, talk some wrestling. I was bouncing. I was like, you know what? There's some stuff on Raw I'm not feeling. Some stuff on Smackdown. Little quick video for everybody. By the way, I said it off the top. England, you choke worse than the Toronto Maple Leafs. Like, I don't know, what are we doing here?
That's their MO. England's been historically a team that chokes in the World Cup in the biggest stage. I thought they had this one. You know, I thought the 2-0 comeback for Argentina against Egypt when they scored 3 straight with about 20 minutes left was big. This one, they were down to about 10 minutes, I think maybe 8 minutes. And not only do they get the game-tying goal, but they get the game winner in extra time. They're inevitable. Argentina, it's insane what they're doing, but England, choke job. What are you doing?
Yeah, I don't know. What are you doing? Spain also, big shout out, knock upset over France.
Yeah.
Look out for the Spaniards, man. I think they might be able to pull an upset on Argentina.
I was listening to our show from last week at the gym today, and I've thought this all along. I thought Spain had a real opportunity to at least get to the final, and I was listening back to what I said, and I said Spain can get there against Argentina. So I'll just mark that in the book as saying I predicted that one, hopefully, and we'll count it. I'll pat myself on the back. But you're right. This is going to be good because Nikki T brought this up to me. Not only is Argentina the defending World Cup champ, they're the defending Copa champ of South America from 2024, and Spain are the defending Euro champs from 2 years ago. So these are literally the 2 best teams in the world playing right here for a potential huge game for Argentina to go back-to-back in a World Cup. Spain won it in 2014, so it's going to be good, man.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. It happens in New Jersey for everybody out there watching the news. It does not happen in New York, so cut that crap out of your life.
It's in New Jersey.
It's in New Jersey.
And let's hope the weather's, let's see what the weather's like, because we got wildfires coming in from
We got wildfires, we got rain, we got a lot of things. It is crazy, but enough for World Cup talk. We got to talk about wrestling. This is what we're doing tonight. I wanted to do this. Figure we get some talking in about some wrestling.
Like Cody says, what do you want to talk about, Jimmy?
Yo, let's start it off, man. Let's start it off. Punk, Cody, SummerSlam's going to be sick. I love the promo Friday night. These guys are going to create some magic.
Yeah, Jimmy. Look, Cody said it. It's kind of like the roles are reversed this time because the last time these two were in the ring, right after WrestleMania, Cody had the strap. Punk said, hey, title shots might fall out of the sky. And Punk was the one checking in on Cody after his match with with Randy Orton, and how he was so beat up. And now the roles were reversed, right? Punk had the black eye. People speculating, was he just playing into the IWC with the WrestleMania Hogan talk, playing it up a little bit? He could have been. Whatever it was, I loved it. And these two guys are going to give us magic not only on the microphone but in the ring. We've been waiting for this matchup, even in their AEW days when they crossed paths a little bit.
And Cody kind of cut, like, let's be honest here. Cody's last promo in AEW, he referenced CM Punk, and then and then he went to WWE.
Yeah, they never really had an opportunity to cross paths because by the time Punk got there, Cody was out the door. And like you said, he talked about him in his last promo there. And then he had the promo when CM Punk arrived that Cody also talked about him, saying how Punk was kind of an inspiration to guys like Cody who went on their own, made a name for themselves, and came back to the company. So I think there's a lot of meat on the bone. Let's just hope the booking doesn't mess it up like we've been seeing lately, some of the booking decisions.
It's been awful, bro.
I'm glad we came out here to talk about it because there's something, when we get to it, there's something we got to say about the young guys that they've been trying to push since WrestleMania. But right now with Cody and Punk, these guys are going to give us magic in the ring too. I'm really excited.
What do you think about this? Was in our Third Man Productions secret group chat. I don't like this idea of trying to make SummerSlam bigger than WrestleMania. We always grew up the Big Four. We always had the Big Four.
Right.
In our time, yeah, WrestleMania was the granddaddy of them all, but it felt like all of them were kind of equal.
Yeah.
Right? Am I wrong on that?
No, you're not wrong, Jimmy, because what is the point of saying WrestleMania is your biggest event of the year if you're trying to make SummerSlam surpass it? I mean, shouldn't the goal be to give us your best possible show, your best possible matches at the grandest stage of them all, at the big one, WrestleMania? So I understand wanting to make the next event be bigger than the last one. You always want to be better, right, with whatever you're doing. I get it. SummerSlam is always number two, but these matches we're getting, this is like seemingly what we kind of should have got, I think, maybe last year or earlier this year at either WrestleMania, because these matches were kind of penciled in for a long time, and we're finally getting them now. Probably the blow off to the Roman and Rollins thing, finally. And we're getting
because Reigns has yet to beat Rollins clean.
Right. So I agree though with you, Jimmy, because Mania is the event. That should be your best show. Give us your best showing there. Why are we trying to make SummerSlam bigger?
No, I mean, I always felt SummerSlam was a good show.
It was.
No matter what, because we had to build to it coming off WrestleMania. You had new feuds. You had new matches, new feuds, just new everything. You can make SummerSlam big, but you shouldn't try to outdo WrestleMania when Mania is supposed to be your top pay-per-view of the year. If you think about it, in terms of different companies, AEW's biggest show of the year has always been All In, right?
Yeah.
That's what they say is their biggest show of the year. That's their WrestleMania, if you want to say whatever. It felt like, TNA was always Slammiversary, WWE was always WrestleMania, and then you could debate where the other three went. Was it Rumble second, SummerSlam? Didn't matter. But it felt like all of them intertwined some way.
Yeah.
SummerSlam, to me, got to have some, And the thing is with SummerSlam this year, it's early. It's an early SummerSlam. Sometimes the SummerSlam falls mid-month. Sometimes it falls end of the month.
Well, they did it last year. It seems like this is the new trend because last year here at MetLife, I believe it was August 2nd and 3rd or August 1st and 2nd. We're getting it again. And I think the year before, we were complaining that they're having it was July 31st.
Yeah, it's too early. SummerSlam's got to be mid-August for me. But I will say this, kind of predicted this one on one of our episodes. Nick Aldis and Gunther seems like we're going down that path at SummerSlam. I kind of, if this is the path we're going down, and this is where the booking thing we got to talk about. Bro, I don't want to sound like Vince Russo, but, this dude retired John Cena. This dude retired AJ Styles, Goldberg. And this is what we got to do. We got to take a guy that's retired, and you're just going to beat him up.
He's been a complete
complete botch job by whoever's running creative.
Well, and if you see the reports that we saw today was that, clearly Gunther was headed to something with Roman. He was headed to a number of different matches with some big-time stars that didn't pan out this way because of the changes in creative. And I think that's because of Oba Femi's kind of arrival and rise unexpectedly. I mean, the crowd took to him right away. It seems like he kind of took Gunther's spot there. It seems like Gunther was going to be the guy, and maybe Brock, I don't know if I want to say Brock doesn't like Gunther, but maybe some of the top stars didn't see him as on their level just yet. We know Cody worked with him. Roman hasn't worked with him yet. So Gunther kind of got the short end of the stick after retiring Cena and Styles, like you just said. He's got all these notches on his belt. He's been floundering ever since. If you ask John Cena, I mean, Cena, the whole point of Cena putting him over was like, hey, this is one of your next guys. This is your mega monster heel. And now you got him going against a GM who I'm excited for Nick Aldis to get back in the ring. But you're going to bring him back just to retire him again, most likely, right?
Yeah, I mean, so what's the point? I mean, like, unless Nick Aldis is actually going to be wrestling full-time for WWE, like,
Yeah.
that, I mean, then I'm okay with it. But if
I'm okay with it. If it leads to Nick Aldis coming back full-time, I'm cool with it. You got to feel for a guy like Gunther.
I mean, he should be fighting for the world title right now. I'm gonna be honest.
He should have been in the mix at this point with the run that he had late last year into early this year. They completely had nothing ready for him on the other side, and that's what my problem or my fear is with Oba Femi. We're getting the trilogy, right? We're getting this dumb thing where he gives up the title shot. What's there for Oba after Brock? Because we know, okay, you're going to beat Brock, going to get the big send-off in Minnesota, his home state, and it's going to be great. You're going to make Oba. You already made him at WrestleMania.
And at WrestleMania, you don't need to make him again. The guy's super over. It should be Oba Femi. And he gave the stupidest reason on Raw.
Yeah.
Stupidest, made him look like a complete geek, complete idiot. Said, oh, well, the only reason I gave it up is because Brock was going to screw me if I took the title. Like,
so
dude,
it sounds like you're scared or something when you say that, right? Like you don't want to take the match because you're scared.
Here's what I said. This is why Brock. Then, if this was always going to lead to this trilogy, why was Oba Femi even in the King of the Ring tournament?
Yeah, or have him get screwed by Brock in the tournament. Let somebody else win it who deserves it.
Rollins, apparently, you don't even have to be in it because Rollins lost like first round, and he's getting a title match.
Well, we know what our buddy LA Knight says. Hey, brother, you got the same haircut. You got the same beard, brother. Let's have a match.
Let's have a match. And like you said, but this is an issue in WWE that's gone on for years. Said it with Austin after his first title reign. They didn't know what to do with him. Look, again, everybody's going to call us Bret Hart guys. What did WWE do? 1994, never forget this. Diesel, Bret, champion versus champion at the King of the Ring. Probably should have been a main event of the night, not Jerry Lawler versus Roddy Piper, but whatever. We could have that debate some other time. But they weren't afraid to put the two top guys head-to-head on a pay-per-view, and they just ran a DQ finish.
Right. No, I can debate with you on the Stone Cold thing. I feel like they did have, obviously he went against Foley, and then he had the Undertaker.
Right, but it was like Dude Love. It was like, but where was the other, like, because Austin was babyface at the time. It didn't feel like they had any big-time heels.
That's why he had short range, Jimmy, because he was better off chasing the title.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why, if you look back, I mean, I don't think his longest reign was more than 3 to 4 months, and they don't do that anymore. They let these guys hold the titles for so long.
And that's another problem I have with the product now is the title reigns are just way too long.
Yeah, look, they're changing things here with the Sami Zayn 9 days. Let's see. We'll see how the second half of this year plays out with the title reigns. But my problem is what's on the back end. Like Oba's done with Brock. You gave away the title shot. Okay, how are we building him back up to get in the main events? Now you're gonna have him probably win the Royal Rumble. Yeah, look, Braun. Look, let's go through the list, man.
Yeah, Braun Breaker. Let's go right there.
You've neutered all these guys. Braun Breaker came into the year, injury aside. Unfortunately, he got hurt. That happens. It's on him.
But go back to January, first Raw of the year on Netflix. Yeah. What was he doing? Fighting for the World Championship against CM Punk. He was in a
banger of a match.
First of all, the match was great. Promos leading up to the match were great. He stood toe-to-toe with CM Punk.
Yeah.
And he took a loss because he knew he was getting a win at WrestleMania.
Correct. And I was excited because I'm like, oh, man, okay, Punk's got his win here. Hey, you're welcome to the big main event. Remember we were saying, oh, man, like Braun's like cardio is really going to be tested here. He really showed something, right, that he could hang in the main event scene and go for a long match. And we were like, oh, man, like he wins the Rumble from here. Bam, shooting star. Fortunately gets hurt. Oba rises. Punk, it is what it is. It happens. It's on Braun now afterwards to like make it back up when he's back. But the creative they given him, and I'm not surprised he's asking for a creative change, is he's now playing second fiddle to Austin Theory and Maxine. He's a glorified tag team guy. You lost the feud to Seth Rollins. You were on a rocket, and now you're not. So they neutered him. Jacob Fatu, another guy, getting babyface pops, right? One of the go back and listen to the reactions he was getting. Bam, you neuter him. He's now Roman's just underling doing his dirty work.
Again, this is why, like, when Jeremy was on this is why I said I didn't need to see the Bloodline storyline again, because I seen this picture already, because all the guys that were hot get screwed over.
I can only hope that they have a plan. I'm not going to give them credit for having a plan.
They got no plan right now.
I hope not, but I hope the plan is Jacob's just, biding his time, and then eventually he's going to break out, and we're going to he overcomes Roman. But right now, look at it. Braun, Dominic, another guy.
Dominic, where'd he go?
Totally forgotten. Jacob Fatu.
The only guy really that's done anything, the only guy that's really done anything and give credit to Chad Gable for doing the El Grande Americano. And that's for the mass match down in AAA being over like that. Now he's coming back, going to get an Intercontinental title shot at SummerSlam against Penta, right? Yeah. Penta's the IC champ, right?
Correct.
That's going to be a heck of a match.
It's going to be a great match.
Over there.
It's full circle because Gable started the whole Lucha Libre run when he lost to Penta over a year ago, and that whole start. Yeah. So it's kind of a full circle. He'll get his moment, hopefully, in his home crowd. But another thing, Penta, IC champ. He's largely been invisible. Why are we not getting a Penta Intercontinental title match every week on Raw? What's going on with Javon Evans? Super over with the crowd.
Yeah, did you see his Instagram?
No, what did he say?
He's just talking about creative. Like, he's lashing out right now.
We just named 6 guys that...
Not to mention our buddy LA Knight.
LA Knight, we know what's up. What's up with him? We're getting a 6-man with Solo and
that's
Royce
stupid.
Keith.
I'm sorry. Yeah. I don't like that. Like, I don't get it.
Yeah. Well, look, I'm the only one I think that I like Solo, and I think he can be a good
I have nothing against Solo. I like the fact that he's like a lone wolf right now.
Yeah.
But please tell me Solo's not going to screw the other 2 guys and join the Bloodline here.
I think listen, if we're hearing that, we're going to go to like the 9th inning and WrestleMania 43.
Why?
I think I told you, my prediction is we're going to get this mega group of like 10
Samoans, Tongans, everybody.
Yeah, we're going to get everybody. But we just named 6 guys, Jimmy. That's my biggest gripe. Like, you've neutered all these guys, and we said WrestleMania 42 just happened, right? We said that was like a turning point of like, hey, they put over some young guys, and the future is now. Trick got his win. Oba got a win. Like, we saw all these young guys get their big like showcases. The future's looking good. Where are we at 4 months later, Jimmy?
Same guys running the show.
It's the same crew at the top. I'm not going to hate on it because
I'm not hating on the crew at the top. It happens all the time.
Yeah, they bring the ratings. I get it.
Pump some ratings machine. We've known this since 2011.
We know
what The Rock says.
Exactly. Like, he comes to SmackDown, largest audience since May, right? I mean, look, but if it seems like everybody's in a holding pattern. They're really afraid to finally pull the trigger on these guys because they still got the vets there. Yeah, but this is what happens, right? Guys get stagnant, and this is what happens.
But then it's also too late, and the pop is gone.
Right. It's unfortunate.
Just pull the trigger. It's not a big deal.
It's okay to pull the trigger. We need a youth movement. You started it at Mania. Why have you been afraid to follow up on it? I just hope by the time we're talking, like at the end of this year, the second half of this year, they make good on what they've been doing.
Last I checked, again, I'm referencing Bret Hart here, but last I checked, 92 after he dropped the Intercontinental belt, Vince made him beat, I mean, obviously it was a house show, but he beat Ric Flair for the belt.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then Yoko was the next best thing, so Yoko won the title, but somehow Hogan had it at WrestleMania, whatever. That still is the strangest thing, whatever. That's a whatever moment.
My buddy Hulk, go save me. I finished the Hogan documentary this weekend. I just love Bret. Bret is so candid about, my buddy Hogan, go save me. Go help me. You make me look like an idiot.
Yeah, exactly. But, like, Luger, when he came in, right? Like, Luger, he body slams Yokozuna, but it's like, oh, well, we got to wait to WrestleMania 10 to give him the title. The SummerSlam thing doesn't go over like Vince wants. And
Yeah.
it's like, well, we got to have Brett win the title because, we got, Luger's just, there's no reaction for Luger.
Yeah, you go with old, reliable, and that's what Roman and CM Punk represent. I understand that, and I'm good with Punk having it because clearly his run's going to come into an end soon, right? We don't know how much longer we have with him,
But
and
we're expecting a long title reign for CM Punk.
And if we believe reports, he asked to be moved. I don't know if he asked to be moved to SmackDown. He asked for certain guys, that's why Finn Balor is there now. He asked for certain guys that he's never worked with to be on that show. This is similar to like what AEW did with him in Collision. We'll put you on your own show, and you can wrestle all these guys you never wrestled before. Like he had a backstage segment with Johnny Gargano. That makes me feel like, hey, maybe CM Punk's going to be like a little vocal and say, let's give these guys opportunities. Let me get a match with Gargano. Let me get a match with Finn.
Wait a minute. Should we run him back to promo from, El Dandy? He's a jam-up guy.
He's a jam-up guy, man. El Dandy. I think CM Punk can make good on SmackDown with wrestling some younger guys. Like you have Mello there. You have Trick Williams there. You have
Mello got killed. Like
Ricky
his
Starks.
momentum died.
Yeah, Ricky Starks is there, right? I mean, you have so many guys.
And he worked with Starks in AEW.
Right. So you got Gunther's there, obviously. Sami Zayn is there. Cody. So I think SmackDown will do good to have CM Punk there. I think.
Yeah, but it's the booking and the creative heading into SummerSlam that just doesn't make any sense.
The storyline, whoever's the actual creative of the storylines are terrible, and I don't blame Braun Breaker for asking for a different direction.
It was like Austin in 2002. He was like fed up with creative.
Yeah, and look, I'm going to say this. I actually do like what they're doing with Theory and Maxine. It was like a shot in the arm, but I think Braun Breaker
just needs to get out of that group.
If Logan wasn't hurt and it was Logan and Theory doing this as a tag team with Maxine as their manager, that'd be cool because they're both slime ball heels.
Yeah, exactly.
Braun Breaker should just be in the main event killing guys, right? Look at the reaction he gets when he spears guys. Right?
For his entire NXT run, and then he comes up to the main roster, he was just killing dudes.
Yeah, and I think maybe
he's a genetic freak.
Yeah, exactly. It's Big Papa Pump's nephew. He can't be playing second fiddle like you said. And I think maybe when Logan's finally healed, maybe that's what happens. Braun breaks out and does his own thing, hopefully. So.
Yeah. We got WWF fans in the house.
WWF fans always in the house, baby.
Always in the house. Yeah, but I mean, like we said, he should have beat Seth. Like, why does Seth have to need to go over? I will say this. I'll give the two old guys credit. That was a hell of a promo segment between Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins.
Yes, it
Reigns did to Rollins what Cena did to Reigns years ago.
Yeah, kind of like just said, hey, he dropped his balls on the table and he said, hey, all right, we want to talk about who's number one. I'll tell you who's number one. And he took some deep shots.
Took deep shots.
Rollins is always hurt after he wins a title, always needs a Money in the Bank briefcase, always needs a group behind him. He made some really good points, and I loved it. I mean, because the gloves are off. These two guys are friends, and I guarantee they told each other, hey, let's just put it all out there, and I loved it. Hell of a promo by both guys. Great stuff.
I mean, it's gonna be a great match. I'm not gonna try and knock it. Like, it's gonna be a great main event. Like, don't get me wrong. Main event,
yeah.
But
we're finally getting the one-on-one. Look, we finally got all these one-on-ones. After that triple threat, we got Punk and Rollins. We got Punk and Roman. Now we're getting Roman and Rollins. So let's see if this really does close the story on these two guys. I would think their careers are not over yet. We're going to see it again eventually. But for now, I guess this is it. This might be one of the last matches they have for a while.
That's fine. And then we can move on to some other things because Roman's got bigger fish to fry and he's got other opponents to face.
I'm hoping the night after SummerSlam, Roman wins, Oba wins. We get that face-to-face in the middle of the ring. And maybe that's the lead up to where like Roman's like, no, you got to earn it. And maybe Oba spends the fall feuding with like a Jacob or the rest of the bloodline.
Like, just run through the bloodline. That's fine.
Yeah, win the Rumble and then face them off. I don't know what the plan is right now for the next Mania. But if that's the plan, or are we going to get that match beforehand? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, look. We should be getting it at SummerSlam because we should be pulling the trigger on guys earlier.
And here's the thing, too, Jimmy. If they continue the crown jewel tradition of champ versus champ, we might get Roman and Punk Part 2 which was like match of the year candidate earlier this year at Mania.
And then we can have CM Punk win that match because he should have won the one at WrestleMania.
Yeah. So does Punk get his win back there because it's not a title match? It's just champ versus champ or whatever it is. So that would be.
Or is it going to be some smash finish where everybody's protected?
Yeah. I hate those. It's okay to have go the AEW route. Guys can lose cleanly and be okay after. Like we saw the clean finish at Mania was perfectly fine. CM Punk wasn't hurt by that.
No, he's still one of the best guys in the company. And obviously we got Saturday night Danhausen this weekend. Yeah. This is gonna be sick.
Yeah, Jalen Brunson and the Knicks all invited. 65-0 for titles. Yeah, we get like Bruno versus Hogan for that one, or Flair versus friggin' Harley Race. Is that what we're gonna get for that?
I think we're gonna get Harley Race versus Flair for the belt.
Yeah, but Saturday night's main event at the Garden should be fun because Danhausen, I think Roman Reigns invited Jalen Brunson, he accepted. We're gonna get some New York Knicks. Hopefully, a segment with Danhausen that should be fun, and it's gonna be a hot crowd. It's the Garden. It's gonna be. It's the
Garden. It's always a hot crowd. Maybe we got any title matches.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Jimmy. I think there's a women's title match, but I'm not sure. I think Tiffany Stratton might be wrestling. Don't quote me on that. But I don't know any of the matches announced yet for this card. That's not a good thing because we don't know. We should know this.
We should know. We should know what the card is this weekend.
We're inside a week of the event, and we don't even know. I mean, I'm sure maybe you could pull it up, but
I'm trying to pull it up.
Yeah, all I know is Roman's inviting Jalen Brunson. Danhausen will be there. And that I think there was a women's title match. I'm not sure which championship. Speaking of championships, did you see the vignette for Big Cass coming back?
Yeah, he's coming back, baby. Enzo and Cass are coming back.
Yeah, August 3rd. That's the night after SummerSlam. So this is going to be cool to see these two guys come back. Big Cass and Enzo Amore. Very interested to see what they do or what the reaction is going to be like when they get back.
Yeah, it's gonna be very interesting. But I mean, I just want to come on here and talk about some of the booking decisions because
terrible.
It's been terrible. Like it's awful.
Yeah, they have no good ideas of like how to sustain the momentum of certain guys. I think that's what the problem is, right? They're not.
Have you seen part 3 of?
No, but can you tell me? You could give me a synopsis because I'm gonna watch it eventually.
Well. This kind of ties into the topic we're talking about because if you've seen the first 2 parts, great.
Yeah, I watched the first 2 parts, which were great.
First of all, Dark Side of the Ring, one of the best documentary series out there, behind the scenes stuff. The first 2 parts were awesome. TNA built on the young guys, but again, I was a big TNA guy from like 04 to like when Bischoff and Hogan got
here.
After that,
Same here.
I hated it because they ruined the product. They put all the old guys on top. Like we're talking about right now.
Took away the 6-sided ring, right?
Took away the 6-sided ring, but you got guys like Samoa Joe, AJ Styles, Daniels, Robbie Roode, all these guys busting their butt for the product, the different divisions, all this stuff. And the new guys just come in and get paid more money.
Yeah, and that's a quick way to – because Dixie Carter wanted to schmooze with everybody and be friends with the boys, right? Like, that's really what it was. Like terrible.
Jeff Jarrett and the boys protected Dixie Carter from herself.
And she didn't realize it. And then when she was left all by herself with no protection, you saw what happened, right? Like he said, Kevin Nash was in the corner schmoozing her up. Let's have another drink. Let's discuss my extension and my raise, right? So this is what you would love to do. Just hang out with the boys, pay those guys more money. The women, the knockouts were not getting paid what they should have. Awesome Kong talked about it. Like they were the highest rated segments on their weekly shows.
Well, the Knockouts division started this women's revolution.
Years before the real women's revolution.
Right. Like, don't get it. Like, I'm not to discredit. I don't want to discredit.
We're not discrediting at all, but they paved the way, I feel like.
No, but I don't want to discredit, like, Trish and Lita and Victoria for what they did.
Absolutely
for what they did in 2002 before, like, TNA showed up.
We're not given the opportunity, though.
No, they were never. But when they were, they tore the house down.
Always. Trish and Lita always did. Yeah, Victoria, all of them did. Yeah, absolutely.
Molly Holly, Jazz, like all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm saying the real revolution started with that Knockouts division.
Yeah. And I love that Jarrett broke it down and said, hey, 4 big divisions. The heavyweight, the X division, tag team, knockouts. you invest in making sure all four divisions have like a good champion and good segments and good matches. That's why TNA had success because they
And
focused.
anyone could main event a pay per
Yeah,
view.
any one of those four divisions can main event, and we saw week to week. Sometimes you have an awesome X division match with Styles and Joe, and then we'd get a tag match with Beer Money against the Motor City Machine Guns, or we get Angelina Love versus Awesome Kong or Gail Kim, and then the heavyweights with Angle and whoever he was wrestling. So TNA had success, but Dixie Carter ran into the ground, man.
Right? You bring in Hogan and Bischoff, and you just change things. And yeah, I mean, they talk about the Jeff Hardy incident from Victory Road in 2011. That was
bad. I remember watching that live, like thinking, what the hell
that was awful.
Not a good look for the company that time.
No, not a very good look. And look, they were bleeding money. It was unfortunate because I really do believe, and I agree with Scott D'Amore and a lot of these guys, even Vince Russo, I do believe if Jeff Jarrett and they just left things alone the way the company was going, I really think they could have taken the strides that necessary to just be a really good number two.
Yeah, because Jarrett talked about it, and I listened to his episode on Van Fleet also, from '02 to '09, right, the years that he was running things. By the time he was let go in '09, the ratings had gone up significantly over that, from the beginning of '09 to when he was let go, with some of the highest rated segments and programs that TNA has produced, and I think they were heading in an upward trend. And then once Hogan and Bischoff came in, like that excitement dipped significantly, and things.
But they also tried to like, okay, well, we don't care what you did. We want to take it. We want to use the formula that worked in the '90s. But
yeah,
TNA was not even close to what WCW was in the '90s.
Not at all. They were trying to be the alternative. When like AEW, try to stay in your lane, be the alternative. Don't worry about the big dog, and the fans will come and watch. You know what I mean?
And then when the fans are chanting, "We want six sides" and all this stuff,
yeah,
you know you lost your audience.
And then Fire Russo chants during some of the creative, that when Abyss was doing one of his segments, like that was hilarious too.
Look, go watch the TNA documentary. It's like a Jeff Jarrett documentary too, but like,
yeah,
it's like they're intertwined because they're like the little engines that could, hit really rock bottoms. It's like Jarrett, he talks about his alcoholism and everything. TNA, we felt like this thing was going to die 1,000 deaths years ago, and they're somehow still kicking around.
Still kicking around, and let's because we didn't really touch on it last week because I said I hadn't watched it if I recall, but Jarrett, and I got to listen to again his interview on Van Vliet. I mean, he talked about it, the Owen Hart death.
Oh yeah, I mean that killed him.
Yeah, and he really didn't process. It's crazy to think about. Like he just went to work the next day, right, and he continued on the road. Like he didn't have the time off. He
but he didn't even. Like he was the next match.
Yeah, that too, right? You're the next match. You go out. He said like he saw the hole in the ring. Owen was wheeled past him. He didn't process that. He said until 2017, like so many years later. Also, his wife's passing on the same date as Owen passed away. So you got to feel for Jeff Jarrett. You can understand he was going through dark times, the alcoholism. For him to turn his life around and make TNA a success at the same time. I mean, you got to feel for that guy. As he said, one of the most misunderstood guys. And I never hated Jarrett. I
love Jarrett in WWF.
Yeah, Double J. I love the Double J gimmick back in the day. Like, but I have more respect for him now, understanding more of that backstory of what went on in those years after Owen's death.
Yeah, it's a great story. Check it out. But like I said, it kind of intertwined to everything we were talking about tonight. And
yeah, again,
it's just bad booking, TNA bad booking, and it seems like they're going down bad booking again, unfortunately. Yeah. After the hot Slammiversary we were at, feels like a year later.
Yeah, they're not there.
They're just not there again.
Yeah, a lot of changes were made there too, right? Like D'Amore's out, Dreamer's out, so.
But like the creative, it feels like, you see the top of the card, it's like Nick Nemeth versus another WWE guy. It's like, wait a minute. Like
they love going to the well with the name brand guys. They love doing that. It's okay to push new talent and make them the face of the company. It's okay.
Leon Slater needs a title match there. Just saying.
I agree.
But this is what happens when you have a partnership with WWE.
Yeah, that too, right? I mean, there's a partnership there. Sometimes some of the talent swaps and like they're telling you who to push and whatnot. TNA should just be its own thing again. Hopefully we can get that at some point. But I agree, man. They lost some momentum. Whatever momentum they might have had a year ago seems like they're
That's
kind
why.
of like,
That's why AJ Styles shouldn't have retired. Should have gone
yeah.
to TNA and won a TNA World
I
Championship.
wish he did a final run there, man. He
I
really
think
should have done
that
that.
would have been so cool to see, man.
Absolutely, and he could have came back and then finished it off the right way. So I hope TNA finds their way again because we're always going to be TNA fans here.
Look, we always say this. Watch whatever you want. Need some alternative. You're tired of WWE. There's AEW. You want JCW.
That's
You want
AAA,
AAA. You want TNA. You want whatever. There's
Japan.
an alternative for you out there.
There's always an alternative. There's local pro wrestling, which we got to get to an ISPW.
Another ISPW.
It's been a while. We got to get back out there.
Shout out to the Renegades down in Nashville. Kai McKenna wins the women's championship down there.
That's awesome.
So yeah, support your local indie wrestling too.
Local indie wrestling, always support it, man. Absolutely.
And always support the Nightcap Recap.
Always
ahead of the game.
Yeah,
That's the most important thing you need to do.
We appreciate the love here, man.
We appreciate everybody. But guys, Jim Biringer, Teddy Repantis, we'll be off next week, but we're gonna be back for SummerSlam preview.
Yeah.
When you're back from your vacation.
Week leading up to SummerSlam, we will be doing a big time SummerSlam preview for sure.
And it will be a podcast form. It will not be IG Live. We will be doing it the right way. Heading into SummerSlam, cannot wait to dissect the matches. And my final thought is it'll be the same final thought on the SummerSlam preview. One night only.
I love that. One night only, baby. That's it.
One night
only.
One night only. Jim Biringer, Teddy Repantis, guys. Nightcap Recap. You know where to follow us. Up on Full Press Media, Special Team Media as well here on Instagram. Guys, take care. Enjoy.
Peace.